to order. Apparently Supervisor Dickinson has been delayed. Can we have a motion to approve the minutes of our prior committee meeting? Supervisor Simpson, seconded by Supervisor Beatty. All in favor?
Aye.
You're on, Liz.
Okay. If you notice, you have two agendas. One was because I needed to get one upstairs, which is the thinner one, that I was emailed probably to all of you yesterday. Then there's a second one that came from the county attorney's office later in the afternoon, for the stuff that I had listed down under section 5. So, I guess I'll talk about the one, resolution that I had, and then we can turn the rest over to Mary to, talk about the resolutions through the county attorney's office. I have on the agenda under, well, actually, wait a minute, before we go any further, we need to, I think, make a motion to approve the minutes from...
I didn't...
You did that? Okay,
I thought I did.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
One week.
Jump in there.
Morning, Dennis.
Morning.
Good afternoon, Dennis.
Let the record show, let the record show 9:34.
9:34. Your clock is fast.
That's on time?
No,
That's official?
Okay.
Thank you, Peter.
No, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
You're
How
welcome.
far did you get?
Just starting.
Okay,
Took your paperwork.
thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead. Don't let me stop you.
Okay, so the one resolution request that I have was to transfer money out of, my salaries regular into salaries overtime, $380, just in case it is needed to cover, any of the changes that are being made by the, Fair Labor Standard Act that's going into effect for December 1. This would be in case Kristen, with all the tax rates and tax bills and rolls and everything, we run into any issues and she needs to work overtime, this would cover it so that, because otherwise it would be too late in the year for me to go back for money at that point.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move that.
Gene, second? Any further discussions, questions?
This will only be used if needed, though. I mean, this is not gonna be automatic. We're gonna work her overtime. We've just-
No,
Just if needed.
correct.
No further comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Okay, then the rest I turn over to Mary from the county attorney's office.
I think that's my job, but we'll do that anyway.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I do like the town board.
Got a heavy gavel this morning.
Okay, no, I'll do it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't fall down, Dennis. He wants to have somebody smashed his thumb, so he's gonna do it.
Okay, are we
Yeah,
ready?
everybody actually has them, Mary, because they emailed them to me yesterday and they're attached to the agendas. Okay.
I'll give you a quick rundown of where we are. We're in Warrensburg. We're in the Hamlet area. We're in front of Carmen Masciarello's business. The road originally was a county road, and when it was reconstructed and the state took it over, they had a taking, and in that taking, they didn't take all the property that we had title to. So, they have what they want for the road. They've signed off on this little piece. We have title to this little piece. We have absolutely no use for it. The Masciarello family has approached the county and said they're interested in doing whatever they need to do to obtain title. I've talked with Jeff Tennyson. He's looked at the property. He has absolutely no interest county-wise in the property. Generally, what happens to these parcels is they're given back to the adjoining owner or owners. So the only issue we have here is it does abut a piece of property owned by, says
National Grid.
Niagara Mohawk, but it's National Grid. We are going to contact them, make sure they have no interest in this. And then what I would like to do, is convey it to the Mascherellos for $1, have them pay the expenses, and get it back on the tax roll. So, let's make the motion, then we'll have some conversations. You making that a motion, or you?
Yes. Or somebody.
Second, Jean? Did you have a question?
I do have a question too.
Go ahead.
This is the first one, sorry. This one says that the purchaser submitted an offer for $2,000. Am I on the wrong board?
They did.
What are the expenses that you're talking about? that
Well,
they
they're gonna
told-
have to prepare a deed, file a deed, pay the filing fees and taxes and whatever else. Not, I personally am not interested in selling it to them. We're not in the business of selling property. I'm more interested in quieting the title of this piece, and, they're the people to quiet it with. Our benefit is, it'll be back on the tax rolls.
I just don't know why we wouldn't take their money if they're offering $2,000.
Claudia.
Kinda sorry.
Jeez. You wanna save her, Ron?
No, I just wanna ask the attorney, I think that this, right away, I think this is spelled out in the law, isn't it? What, this type of, transfer, this type of sale. If you could just kind of refresh my memory.
Sure. So Highway Law Section 65 allows the sale of the land acquired for state highway purposes. Back in 1930, we have a deed that turned it over to the county for highway purposes. And then County Law Section 215 says that you can sell land which was deeded for that specific purpose. You can sell it without the need for a public auction. So it's really up to the board if you want to sell it for $1, or if you want to sell it for whatever cost that you want.
It's not a sufficient size, location, layout for any kind of reasonable use. So I don't have any problem with the county, turning it over to Mascherellos if National Grid is not interested in it.
Your position, Claudia, was, did they indeed offer us $2,000?
This is their letter.
Mm-hmm.
We offer $2,000, it's derived from the value of the property, blah, 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 based on square footage, blah, blah, blah.
So if someone's gonna offer us $2,000,
They're gonna use it for,
why wouldn't we take it?
That's my question, why would we take it?
Why wouldn't we, or why would we?
Why would we?
Why wouldn't we?
We're not in the business to sell land. We're trying to quiet the title here.
But Dennis, on the town level, I've come across this, and maybe this is highway property, it might be different, but town-owned property, we can't give away, we have to sell for whatever its value is,
Correct.
as ascertained by,
I think this is a little different situation. The property was taken for highway purposes specifically. The state came through and they took the road over, they drew a line on the map and said, we're only interested in this much to maintain our road. By default, we got it back, because we were, originally had title to it. Now, we don't have any use for it, and there's no reasonable use to the public to auction it. I wouldn't wanna do that to the Mascherellos. I mean,
well, it's all nice that they're nice people and all that, but, I mean, it's publicly owned property, and I guess it's highway property that was taken at one time, I understand that, but I just wanna make sure we're doing the right thing.
Gene?
Well, my only question is, I think that's the easiest way to go, is give it to them for $1, because if you take their 2,000, or their offer, don't you have to put it out now to bid to anybody to buy, or no? Okay,
No.
that's,
No,
okay, all right, that was my question.
yeah, they're just gonna use it to expand across from their business. I mean, they own right up to it, it's a chunk of land, they want it for their business, so, I mean, personally, if they offer you 2,000, you should take the 2,000 and let it, I mean, they're not any problem. I understand what you're saying too, Dennis, but,
Why wouldn't?
they're not, they really need,
Two
they want
thousand,
this to
that's right.
expand, and,
It's a no-brainer.
you do what you want as a committee, but.
I'd like to move a motion that we accept the $2,000, as payment and settle this.
And they not have to pay the expenses.
And they don't, yeah, so they don't have to pay the expenses.
They
We already have motion. I mean, they have to pay the expenses.
We have a motion on the table, a second?
We already
had a
Oh, you already had a motion? I'm sorry.
I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
saying
You should tell them.
there was a previous motion.
Wait, all right.
It's been amended, so.
Hang on a second.
There's more to the story.
Okay. Well, I'll let you go first, then we'll settle the motion deal here. Go ahead, Mary.
I hesitate to say this because Dennis might kill me, but, we actually got a written offer yesterday for 45 from Warren Ford.
Oh,
And you're,
we'll amend it again.
I have a question.
It's the same people.
It's the same people, Warren Ford and.
Yes, I'm sorry, they just increased
I'd like to
their offer.
amend the motion then.
No,
I can't.
no, we got a motion on the, what was the motion?
The motion as it stands right now is to, sell it to Warren Ford for $1 plus expenses, and that was made by Supervisor Brainer and seconded by Supervisor Milian.
Okay, we have a motion on the, table already. Is everybody,
Can I just make, I think,
I wanna withdraw my motion or something.
that,
Mr. Milian was the second.
Jean, you agreeable to that?
Withdraw the
I
motion.
can amend
Yeah,
it.
I would.
Don't go wishy-washy on me
But
now.
I just gotta, I just question Mr. Gary. I mean, we're doing, is there any reason why we should just give it to him for $1? I mean, is there anything, I mean, if they're
Well,
offering now 4,000, I think we should 45, we should take it and run.
you should take whatever they offer to
Right.
you for.
Get it
I mean,
over.
I honestly, I mean, you know, I haven't been involved in the discussions. It's the committee's, decision, but if somebody offered us, some for the property and we have no use for it, why not take it?
All right, we have a motion on the table to sell it to the Mascherellos for the $4,500 they offer. We have a second to that. Does anybody have anything else they wanna say before you leeches vote?
Are we sure there's no gold in there that we?
I'm not sure of
We got a
anything. It could be an
survey.
oil well in there. They're just waiting to,
The motion is for $4,500.
$4,500, yes.
I second that, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all set, all in favor?
Aye.
Let the record show that I adamantly oppose the motion and voted no.
I'm trying to understand your rationale, Dennis. Is there,
It's a business in Warrensburg. I mean, why would you do that? You have no vested interest in it, other than you got some
It's going back on the tax rolls, Dennis, so.
color or title to it. I know what it's doing.
4,500, that's what they offer.
Okay, do we have anything else?
Roll one.
Anybody have anything else? Yes.
Larry?
You know.
We just need a second resolution which would release, New York State, they have a maintenance easement over it, and we just need them to release it. Requesting that they.
Matt, second to that? Ron, any further discussion, comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn? Matt, Ron, I appreciate everybody coming earlier than I did, and for this special meeting, and we're done. Thank you.